Good morning and welcome to the third day of our 21 days of prayer. Today we're going to pray for our church and we're going to pray for our church plans. But before we jump into praying for them, I want to encourage you with something that's helped me in my prayer life, which is before I run to God and ask Him for things, I'm trying to discipline myself to spend some time just worshiping Him and just spending time with Him. And so as you begin your prayer time this morning, I want to encourage you to reflect on Psalms 145 and verse 3, where the psalmist says, "Great is the Lord and greatly to be praised, and His greatness is unsearchable." So as you begin your prayer time, just spend some time with your Heavenly Father and just remind Him how great He is and rejoice in that. So often we get focused on our own limitations and we forget about the greatness of our God. So take a few moments and do that. And then when you're done doing that, as you think about praying for our churches, I just want to encourage you to think of what Jesus said in Matthew chapter 9, verses 37 and 38. He said to His disciples, "The harvest is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Therefore pray earnestly to the Father of the harvest to send out laborers into His harvest." So I would just encourage you as you reflect on those verses to pray for our church plans. That number one, we'll be aware of the harvest that is all around us. And by the way, it's all around where you live, work, and play. There are people who need the gospel. And then pray that we'll be faithful to go out into the harvest with the gospel. And then one other prayer request as you pray for our churches and church plants, would you pray for volunteers? That God would send laborers to serve within our church plants and within our church. So many opportunities where we need people to volunteer. So pray for that as well.